All right, welcome back to the Beloit High School Gymnasium here on January 15th, 2016. As the guys take on Beloit for their first time in this NCAA league season. Lions coming off a win against Clay Center last Tuesday, breaking a 4-game losing streak they had going this season. Beloit Trojans are 6-2 overall, 3-1 in the league. Minneapolis is 3-4, 3-5 overall, over 4 and 0-4 in the league. Trojans scoring an average of 64 points. Minneapolis scoring an average of 47. They're outscoring their opponents by 11. We're being outscored by 7. The Trojans' loss has been Southeast of Saline. They have not played Sacred Heart yet. That's their one loss in the league. Last Tuesday, they beat Chapman at home by a score of 60-31. This is the 178th game in the series, dating back to 1909. Beloit leads it 102-75. Here at Beloit, the series lead is 59-26. Minneapolis won the last game between the two by 16. Beloit had won the previous 7 games, and that was an exciting game at the end of the second game here against the Beloit Trojans. And we're joined by Scott Osherman this evening.
Hi, Dale.
Hello, Scott. Welcome. Scott's out of breath, giving him a chance to catch his composure here. We want to give get ready here for the introductions, and I'm sure there'll be a national anthem played. That wasn't done for the girls' game.
So Minneapolis in their traveling blue, Beloit in their home white. Beloit undefeated, Dale?
No, they're 6-2. They are 3-1 in the league.
Oh, that's right. They lost Southeast
at there.
Gavin Rothenberger for Minneapolis. And Brandon Wolf.
Number 2 was entered us.
Number 2 for Beloit is, I have no clue how to pronounce it.
Riemann, wasn't it?
Oh, Colson Reams.
Yeah.
Riemann, okay. And then number 5, Caden Cox. For Minneapolis, number 12, Chico Johns. And for Beloit, number 10, Hunter Budke. For Minneapolis, Mikey Baker. For Beloit, number 11, Luke Hesting. And for Minneapolis, number 25, Jace McKinney. And for Beloit, number 23, that's Colson Reams.
Yep.
Okay, there's 2 Colsons, Colson Riemann and Colson Reams.
Yep.
So, do you have their roster?
Yes. Just so happens I do.
So we're going to have the national anthem here in just a second.
Welcome back to the Trojan Gymnasium here on January 15th, 2016. Let's hope the boys come out and get a better start than the girls did in their game.
Yeah, I heard that the girls' game was pretty rough.
Ended up losing by 6. We're down by 20.
They only lost by 6. Wow.
Yeah.
So they did come back. So, and looking at the list for, wow, they are young, aren't they?
Yep.
So
6'2" Hunter Budke will jump for the Trojans versus Gavin Rothenberger for the Lions.
And the tip is up, and Budke out jumps him. As they get in the hands of Colson Reams. Reams runs everything through Reams, it seems like, and they will work the ball right to left. Back over here to the outside to Riemann. Riemann to on the outside, shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Minneapolis as Johns brings it down. Brandon Wolf bounces back the other way. In the hands of McKinney. McKinney over to Mikey Baker. He'll take the three. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by number 2, Colson Riemann. Riemann will bring it down for the Trojans over here to the left-hand side to Hesting. Hesting over to Reams. Reams will bring it right to left, brings it back, swing pass all the way over to the left side. Back to the top of the key it goes. Beloit works it around, kicks it in the corner to Reams as he works it back to the top of the key. Reams, a senior for Beloit as they work on the right-hand side. Back to the top it goes to Cox.
Brandon Wolf gets the assignment of gardening.
Up and good is number 10, Hunter Budke.
Tipped out of bounds off the Trojans. Number 2.
Jacob Johns inbounds for Minneapolis. Ball in the corner goes to Gavin Rothenberger. Gavin set this up, back to the top to Brandon Wolf, back to Johns, back to the corner to McKinney. McKinney on the right-hand side, Beloit in the zone, back to Baker, back to Johns. Johns looks at, they reverse the ball back to the direction of McKinney. McKinney will drive it in, takes it all the way in, and tipped. Good hustle there by Minneapolis, but it's into the hands of Reams. Takes it all the way down, up and off the glass is good. Beloit picks up the full court press. Mikey Baker. And it's tipped away. Back in the hands of Beloit. Reams with the basketball. Back to the top of the key it goes. Drop down pass in the paint. Up and good is number 10, Hunter Budke.
6-0 Beloit. 5:57 to go in the first.
Baker swing pass back to McKinney. McKinney crosses the timeline.
Oh, hey, might have been a foul there, but some of our favorite referees disagree.
About the third turnover for Minneapolis, as we will try to defend them on the defensive side. Beloit with the basketball. Reams kicks it on the outside to Cox. Cox back to the top. It goes to Hesting. Hesting with the basketball. Back to Cox. Cox back to Reams. Reams will work it around. Beloit moves back to the right-hand side of Reams. So they move back to Cox. Minneapolis trying to defend down low. Great job by Gavin Rothenberger on Budke. Picked up by Jacob Johns with the turnover. Back to Minneapolis. Nice defense by Minneapolis.
Trayvon Thomas with the ball. Tries to get it down to a breaking Baker. It's knocked out of bounds by Budke.
Baker checks in for Jacob Johns. Baker to inbounds. They get it into Gavin off the glass and good. Nice shot by Gavin. First shot of the night off the glass and good.
6-2.
6-2. I cannot see their score.
Yeah, I'll try to keep you updated there.
I appreciate that. Reams with the basketball. Back where it goes to Hesting. Hesting back to the top. It goes to Riemann. Beloit works it down low to Budke. Kicks it in the corner to Cox. Cox chases down the loose ball. Reams picked up by Baker. A little shove off there and a call. Cox with the shot up and no good. Rebounded by Gavin Rothenberger. Back to Wolf. Wolf brings it to the center of the court. Back to Brubaker. Brubaker back to Baker. Baker will drive it in. Kicked away but kept alive by Minneapolis. Ball it goes in the corner to Wolf. Wolf back to Rothenberger back to Brubaker. Brubaker back to Baker. So they will work it around. So he picks up the loose ball. Gets it back over to Trayvon Thomas to set this up. Minneapolis trying to work it in a low scoring game here, 6-2.
Well, now goes man.
Brandon Wolf for three, up and it's good. Nice job by Brandon Wolf as Minneapolis waits patiently and Brandon drains the three. And Reams takes it all the way in. Man, he is quick to the glass.
He is. 8-5 Minneapolis, or Beloit, excuse me.
Into Gavin Rothenberger off the glass. Great pass into Gavin. I believe Mikey Baker made that pass.
8-7 the score.
Way to work the ball. They will work it around. Minneapolis still in his zone here. Cox back to Reams. Looks at a three, pulls it back down, goes back to Cox. Cox spin move in the lane, up and no good. Rebounded by Gavin Rothenberger, back up to Baker. Gavin off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Reams, back the other direction. Off the glass and good, wow. Reams is so good off the glass, gets his 6th point of the night, 10-7. Beloit. Mikey Baker with the basketball from the free throw line, shot up and good. Nice job, Mikey Baker.
10-9.
There's the three seniors leading the way for the Lions. Off the glass and good is Hunter Budke. As Minneapolis continues to work here. And it's tipped away. Gets it across. Gavin, oh, great hustle by Gavin Rothenberger. Good hustle there. And we get the bucket in the paint. Gavin showing some quickness there to get to the ball.
Got away from that disaster in the trap or in the press.
3-point shot up and good by Luke Hesting.
He was left all alone. 15-11 Beloit.
Mikey Baker takes the three, up and no good, but rebounded by Trayvon Thomas. Oh!
Stripped away from him as he's getting ready to go up.
It goes to Hesting for three, up no good. Rebounded by Trayvon Thomas. Back in it goes to Wolf. Brandon gets it in the hands of Thomas. Thomas back to Gavin. Gavin back to Wolf. Down low to Thomas. Back to Wolf. He'll take the deep three. Up and good. Nice job by Brandon Wolf with a nice three from the outside. Minneapolis. Nice pass down low by Beloit. No good. Oh!
15-14 is the score. Budke misses the shot, but is fouled on the rebound attempt, according to the referee.
First foul of the night for either squad. Foul is on. Still haven't seen it. Number four Gavin Rothenberger. Budke at the line to shoot two.
37.9 seconds left in the quarter. 15-14.
Shot is off the back of the rim. Good. Checking in for Beloit, number 33, Travis Taylor, and number 3, Noah Smith.
McKinney and Johns come in for the Lions. Wolf came out. And Budke, I believe.
Second shot, no good. Rebounded by.
No, Budke's in. Or
Minneapolis.
Brubaker's in.
Baker for three, up and it's good.
Woo,
nice shot, Mikey Baker, as he hits a three right there.
17-15, 25 seconds remaining.
Reams with the basketball. Reams on the outside. As he will work it, kicks it into Budke. And it's tipped out of bounds off of Minneapolis. Good hustle by the Lions. They will have an inbounds play. Checking in for Beloit is number 55, Mason, Brandon Mason.
6'5" player, I do believe, off the bench.
Brendan Mason, sorry about that, a junior. It's into Reams. Reams, it's back. Oh, he's left wide open for three. No good, and tipped out of bounds.
Off of number 3.
Minneapolis basketball. So 1.3 seconds left. Minneapolis
with the 17-15 lead.
And that's going to end the first quarter. Minneapolis was down 6-2. They end up taking the lead with a nice run, 17-15 at the end of the first quarter. Nice job by the Minneapolis Lions as they take the lead at the end of one. We'll take a quick break and hear a word from our sponsors. You're listening to SalinaPost.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 20. Your voice
See
of Minneapolis
American Family Insurance agent Scott Osherman for all of your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Osherman Agency in Minneapolis, proudly supporting the Lions.
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA, and 99 KG Country, is a proud sponsor of tonight's hometown coverage of Lions sports. Listen to the Lions sports on SalinaPost.com.
Well, the Lions playing some pretty good ball, starting out shooting the ball well on three-point attempts.
We have. Mikey Baker hits one and Brandon Wolf hits two. It's kept us into this ball game here just with a 2-point lead at the end of the first quarter. They've done a nice job also on Budke down low.
Minneapolis with possession arrow.
Brandon Wolf gets it back to Rothenberger. He's trapped at top. Gets it back in the corner to Brubaker. Brubaker will dribble around. Back to top to Wolf. McKinney. Rothenberger. Back to Wolf. Gets it down low to McKinney. Back to Wolf in the corner. Up and it's good. Nice job, Brandon Wolf. Hits another three. This one in the corner. Nice job by Brandon.
20-15.
Colson Reams, though, takes it all the way in, off the glass and good. And that's his fourth layup off the glass. He is quick to get into there, and
he about strips it away from Rothenberger. They're going to call a foul in Minneapolis.
They did on Gavin.
Rothenberger.
Well, I did not see that. Gavin's going to pick up number 2 as well.
So not only do we get the ball stripped away, we give an inadvertent foul.
20-17. Reams shot up and good. Brubaker. Back to Wolf. Beloit in a full court press. Minneapolis breaks the press, gets it across the timeline, top of the court. Brandon Wolf. Wolf back to Johns. Johns back to McKinney. McKinney looks for a backdoor cut, has nothing. Pulls it around to Brubaker. Brubaker, or Wolf, back to Brubaker. Brubaker back to Wolf. In a man is Beloit, and they've spread the man. Baker from the free throw line, up and no good. And oh!
Clear out called on McKinney. Well, the other one of our favorite referees.
McKinney will pick up his first personal.
Third team foul on the Lions, 0 on the Trojans.
Colson Reams with the basketball. Kicks it in. 3-point shot up, no good. Rebounded by Wolf, and he'll be fouled by number 5, Caden Cox.
Who had this three-pointer. 20 to 19 Minneapolis, 6:15 to go in the second quarter.
McKinney back to Wolf. We get it to Brubaker, across to Baker. And coach will call a timeout, and Brandon hits a 3.
30-second timeout with 6:04 to go. Minneapolis with a 1-point lead, 20 to 19. We'll keep it here with the 30-second timeout.
Minneapolis working hard tonight. Got to figure out a way to shut down their 2 best players, which is by far Budke and Colson Reams. I don't know what their scoring average is this year, if you got that stat.
Reams averaging 15.1.
Okay.
Budke 14.
So, as I said, I figured they're both. Jacob Johns pulled the trigger for Minneapolis. Brubaker, Baker, Wolf, and McKinney on the floor. They get it into Baker. Baker into Jacob Johns. Gets it back out to Baker. Down to McKinney. Nice job by McKinney.
Oh,
can't get it, but rebounded by Jacob Johns. Up, no good. And it's picked up by Brandon Wolf in the paint, no good. Shot up by McKinney, still no good. Nice job by Jacob Johns. Back to Baker for 3, and it's good. Nice job by Minneapolis. Great hustle under the boards. Fighting hard, those guys, and they get the bucket.
Great offensive rebounds. We finally score.
3-point shot by Beloit. It's up, and it's good.
33.
Wow. Number 33, Travis Taylor with a 3. Brandon Wolf. 23 to 22. Minneapolis with a 1-point lead. Brandon Wolf with the basketball. Back to Baker. Back to Johns. Looks for the cutter. Has nothing. Goes back to Wolf. Brandon picks up his dribble. Back to Brubaker. Looks at Baker. Goes nowhere. Goes to McKinney. Swing pass back over.
And number 3 is going to get the foul.
I think
he says, I didn't foul. Second team foul. First on number 3.
checking back in will be number 11, Luke Hesting, and also, I think, Budke.
Trayvon Thomas and McCulloch come in from Minneapolis.
McCulloch on the outside. Had an open look, pulls it back. Goes back to Wolf. Wolf, right-hand side, back to Baker. Baker, back to McKinney. And McCulloch with the basketball. And Thomas in the lane, back out to Baker for three. It's no good. Rebounded by Beloit. Into the hands of Hesting. Hesting pulls it down. Another three-point shot by Beloit. Hits up and good, and that is Taylor. Taylor, a junior, and he hits a big three right there.
It gives them the 2-point lead, 25-23.
Back to Jacob Johns, crosses it. Back it goes to Baker, back to McCulloch. McCulloch down low, and it'll be a turnover back to Beloit.
Knocked away from McCulloch.
We'd done very well up until that point. We had had 3 early turnovers early in the game, but we had kind of cleaned it up, and unfortunately we turned one over right there. Looks for the cutter is Beloit. They have nothing. They go back to the outside into the hands of Hesting. Hesting back to the corner. It goes to Smith. Smith will take the three. It's up and it's good.
Oh, it's a 3-point night.
Beloit takes the lead. Baker back to Wolf. Wolf drives in. Back to Baker. Back to Wolf. Back to McCulloch. Back to Baker. Wolf with the basketball. Back to Jacob Johns on the right-hand side in the corner. Back to McCulloch for three. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Budke. Back to Hesting. Hesting with the basketball. Kicks it back out to Smith. 3-point shot up and it's no good. Rebounded by McCulloch. McCulloch will bring it down. Back to Brubaker, back to Johns for three, and he hits a three. Wow, it is a three-point night tonight as Jacob Johns hits a three-pointer.
28-26 Beloit, 2:50 to go in the half.
Back it goes on the outside to Taylor. Taylor into Hesting. Hesting back to Taylor. Swing pass out on the outside to Cox. They go down low to Budke. Back to Cox for three, up, and it's good. Well, we are going to have some stats to give earlier tonight on how many threes we've had because both squads hitting some big threes.
31-26 Beloit, 2:20 to go in the half.
McCulloch in the back to Wolf, back to Baker. Baker back to Trayvon Thomas. Shot is up and it's no good. And rebounded by Beloit, back the other direction. Into the hands of Smith. Smith will drive in, up and off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound, kicks it back out to Hesting for three, no good.
Tipped by number 5.
Tipped in by Caden Cox, tips it in. 33-26, Beloit extends their lead.
And all this lead has gone on with Reams on the bench.
I know. And he just checks back in.
Reams and Riemann come in.
And back in for Minneapolis is Jace McKinney.
And we throw it away. 33-26, Beloit with the 7-point lead.
1:46 left to go here. As Beloit will get the ball in to Reams. Reams to set this up. Back on the outside it goes to Taylor. Taylor down low to Budke. Up and good.
35-26, the 9-point lead for the Trojans.
Brubaker.
We
Come
throw
on,
it away.
guys. Another turnover back the other direction. And the three-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Beloit. Taylor with the basketball. Or Travis, maybe. And shot is missed, but he's fouled by Baker. So Budke will go to the line and shoot two. Mikey Baker getting his first personal foul.
Just the 4th team foul. 1:12 to go in the second. Beloit with 2 fouls.
First shot is up and front rim no good.
Johns in for Trayvon Thomas.
1:12 left to go here in the first half. Second shot is up and it's no good. Misses them both. Rebounded by Brandon Wolf. 1:06 left to go here in the first half. Wolf back to Johns. Johns back to Baker. As they will work it around. Back to McKinney at the top. McKinney back to Baker. Back to Brubaker, top the key, up and it's no good. Rebounded by McKinney in the paint, up and it's good. Nice job, Chase McKinney. As he comes down with the loose ball. In the paint.
Oh, he walked.
Nice job.
But a foul's called.
And it's a charge, and it's going to be on number 11, Hesting.
Scores 35-28. Beloit with 34.8 seconds left in the half.
They get it into Brandon Wolf. Wolf gets it back over to Brubaker, into Baker, back to Wolf. Nice job to break the press there. Back to Brubaker. So they will work it around. Wolf with the basketball at the top, back to McKinney. Back to Johns. And Wolf takes the three. Oh, no good, in and out. Hesting with the basketball. And goes all the way. Reams.
And the score at half is 35-28 Beloit. they take the 8-point lead.
They outscore us 20-11 in that quarter, and they take the lead at the half. So we'll take a break and hear a word from our sponsors. You're listening to SlineThePost.com as well as Eagle Communication, Channel 20, your voice in Minneapolis Lions. We'll be back.
Your Toro dealer in Minneapolis and Salina is all seasons. Okay, welcome back to Lion basketball here. It's halftime. Boys playing the Beloit boys, and at half we trail 37-28. We thought initially it was 35-28, but scoreboard's corrected and our stats agree. Minneapolis led by 2 at the end of the first quarter, 17-15. And we're up by 4 or 5, I think, at one point in the third. But they outscore us 20-11 in the second quarter. It has been a night of three-pointers so far. Minneapolis with 6 three-pointers. Beloit with 5. Leading the way for the Trojans so far, scoring 12 points for Colson Reams. He averages 15.1. Hunter Butke with 8. He averages 14. Luke Hesting with 3. That's about, he averages 9. Travis Taylor with 6. He averages 8.3. Noah Smith with 3. He averages 6.6. Colson Ream, nothing. 5 points for Caden Cox. He averages 4.3. For the Lions, 6 for Gavin Rothenberger and 2 fouls that earned him time on the bench pretty much all of the second quarter. Brandon Wolf with 3 three-pointers, leading the way with 9 points. Mikey Baker with 2 three-pointers and a deuce for 8 points. Jace McKinney with 2, and Jacob Johns with 1 three-pointer. No free throws made or even attempted by the Lions. There were a grand total of 3 fouls called on the Trojans, and I wondered if there was even that many. The Lions didn't have too many more themselves. They had 4, but they were on shooting attempts because we had Butke at the line for 4 attempts. Fortunately, he didn't hit any of them. So that's the way it is here in the beginning of, ready to begin the third quarter. Minneapolis trailing by 9 now, 37-28. See if our spark plug Gavin Rothberger being back in the game can get us rolling. I think we did kind of go stagnant there with him on the bench in the second quarter.
Yeah, I kind of felt the same way. He does add a lot to the mix.
And Beloit, their leading scorer sitting on the bench, and the other guys go goo-goo gaga with three-pointers and take the lead away from the Lions, and they go to the lead and maintain it for the rest of the way. And then Reams comes back in and gets several layups and runners. I don't think he has a three-pointer yet, does he?
No, he does not. He does not. So
he's definitely their floor general.
Yeah,
moves very fast, moves the ball well. Gets to the basket. Beloit with the possession arrow to start the second half.
Beloit will have the ball to start the second half. And that is Reams with the basketball. Rolls to the right-hand side. 37-28. Ball in the hands of Reams back to Hesting. Hesting back on the outside to Cox. Cox will drive it in, kick it back out to Reams, back to Hesting. Hesting drives it in. Nice pass down low to Budke and up and good.
Nice work, gives them the 11-point lead.
Back he goes to Wolf. Minneapolis had the lead at the end of the first quarter, 17-15. But Beloit took over in the second quarter, outscoring them 22-11. Shot up, no good by Baker, but rebounded by McKinney. Up and gets it in. Nice job by Jace McKinney. Gets it over on the outside. They swing the ball around back to Reams to set this one up. Reams with the basketball, kicks it over the outside to Riemann. Back to Budke. Budke drives it in. A little forearm shiver, no call there. Rebounded by Jacob Johns. Jacob doing a nice job of rebounding underneath the basket, Dale.
Well, we throw it away. Tried to get that ball around a defender to Rothenberger, and it's too wide.
Beloit will bring it down. 39-30. Beloit with a 9-point lead. Oh.
No walk?
Nope. We're in Beloit. Swing pass back right here on the right-hand side goes to
Budke.
Riemann back to in the paint. Blocked, no call. Back to Minneapolis, back to Baker.
Oh, we carried the ball.
Yeah, we did. So turnover back to Beloit.
Brubaker set the end of the game.
They will get it in, works the ball around. Swing pass all the way back over to Cox. Cox is going to travel with it. Turn the ball back over back to Minneapolis. Checking in is Brubaker for Baker. And we turn it right back over. Cox with the basketball. Back to Hesting. Hesting back to corner to Cox. Back to Riemann. Back to Budke in the paint.
Shot on the foul, or foul on the shot attempt by Budke.
And that will send Budke to the line. Foul is on Jace McKinney, his second personal. Budke's first shot is up, and it's good. He just must like this end of the basketball court better.
Must be. 1 of 5 on the night.
Second one is up, and he makes that one.
206. 11-point lead for the Trojans, 41-30.
Wolf with the basketball. Gotta get it across, guys. Back to Brubaker. He does break the timeline. Back to Wolf. Wolf to set this up. 41-30. Jacob Johns with the basketball. Back into the corner. Back to Brandon Wolf. Back to McKinney. McKinney back to Johns. Backward on the right-hand side. Jacob pulls it back to Wolf as they work it around. Jacob back to Rothenberger. Gavin will drive in, and he will be fouled by Budke, I believe.
Yes.
No. Hunter Budke up. His first personal. At the shot will be Gavin. At the line will be Gavin Rothenberger. Shot is up and back rim. Trayvon Thomas checking in for McKinney. Second shot coming here. Up and it's good. Nice job by Gavin to hit the second one. 41-31, Beloit with the basketball in the lead. This Reams will drive in, kicks it back out to Travis. Back it goes to Hesting. Hesting will hand it back off to Reams as he works it around. Back over here on the outside to Riemann. Riemann will drive in, takes the little 10-foot jumper, no good. And it's out of bounds off Beloit, Minneapolis basketball. Minneapolis inbounds Jacob Johns. It's it into Brandon Wolf. Brandon breaks the timeline. Nice job by Brandon. Gets it across. Sets this one up. 4:42 left to go in the third quarter. Jacob Johns into Gavin. Gavin takes the shot up and it's no good. And Jacob Johns crashes in and going to get whistled with the foul. His first of the night.
Second team foul of the half.
I like Jacob's aggressiveness around the basket.
Mikey Baker's going to come in for Brubaker. 41-31, 4:30 to go in the third quarter.
Reeves to the basketball. Back to Travis. He works it around. Back to Reeves. Reeves into Budke. Oh!
Blocking foul call on
no way.
Rothenberger.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Foul number 3 on Gavin. Third team foul of the half for Minneapolis.
Hesting with the basketball, gets it back to Travis. Travis gets it, has it tipped away by Mikey Baker. Nice job by Baker. Up and it's good. Nice job by Mikey Baker. And as you said, Dale, no foul.
41-33.
Nice hustle by Mikey Baker. Hesting with the basketball. Backcourt here, three-point shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded by Jacob Johns after the miss. So Brandon Wolf, Brandon bring across.
Oh, a double dribble on Wolf. Oh. By one of our favorite referees. If Mike Perry happens to be listening, he'll know what we're talking about.
It's hard to see from up here. Reeves with the basketball. Gets it back on the outside to Smith. Smith guarded tight by Thomas. Three-point shot by Travis, no good. Rebounded by Gavin Rothenberger, back to Wolf. Brandon back to Thomas. Back to Wolf. Back to Baker. Back to Thomas. Thomas in the paint, back to Wolf.
He stutter stepped before he dribbled. .3:16 to go. The Lions trail by 9, 41-33.
Sorry about that, Dale. Beloit the inbounds. They get it into Reeves as they will bring it across. Reeves takes the three. It's up and it's good. That's his first three of the night. 15th point. Baker back the other direction. Can't get the fall. Into McKinney. Up and it's good. Nice job by Jace McKinney with the backside rebound as he gets it to fall.
44-35 Beloit.
Travis for three, up and no good. Rebounded by Thomas. Back to Wolf. Brandon will bring it down to set this one up. We could sure use another bucket right here, Dale, to try to cut into this lead. McKinney on the outside, back to Thomas. Thomas back to Wolf. Down low to McKinney in the paint, up and it's can't get the fall. Rebounded by Budke. Too low to use the glass. Had to just try to
travel. No call.
Three-point shot up and good by Reeves. 18th point of the night. Brandon Wolf.
There's the foul on Reeves. Yep.
And
no doubt.
Of course, the Beloit crowd doesn't like that.
Beloit up by 12, 47-35. 2:14 remaining in the third. Second team foul on the Trojans.
Just the first on Colson Reeves.
He's fast enough. In general, he doesn't have to foul.
He is fast. Gavin into paint.
Got a nice feed into McKinney, who scores, and he's going to go to the line.
And they count it. Nice job by Gavin to feed McKinney, and McKinney gets his 8th point of the night. McKinney. Shot is up and it front rims. No good. Rebounded by Beloit.
47-37. 2:05 to go in the third.
Three-point shot up and off the mark. Rebounded by Jacob Johns. Back to Rothenberger. Gavin with the basketball. Back to McKinney. Back to Baker. Baker down low goes to Gavin.
Shot was blocked.
McKinney up and can't get the fall. And rebounded by Beloit. Travis for three. It's up, no good. Rebounded by Beloit. Kept alive. Hesting with the 3 up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Rothenberger. Gavin will bring it down back to Baker. 37-47, Beloit with a 10-point lead. Jacob Johns on the outside. Back to McKinney. 1:04 left to go here in the third quarter. Back to McCulloch. McCulloch on the outside. Back to Baker. Down low to McKinney. In the paint, shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Beloit. And they take out his own player, Reams. Back to the outside, Travis for 3. No good. Rebounded by Baker. 35 seconds left. Mikey Baker with the basketball. Back it goes to Jacob Johns on the outside. And that's going to be, should be Minneapolis basketball. Trayvon Thomas checking in for Minneapolis.
Johns to inbound the ball with 27 seconds remaining. Beloit up 10, 47-37.
Jacob will inbounds, as you said. Could use a bucket here. We were trailing by 9 at the end of the first half. We'd like to trim it. Brandon Wolf on the outside. Back to McCulloch. Back to Thomas. Back to McCulloch. 20 seconds left. McCulloch with the basketball. And a turnover. And they score. And who scored that, Dale? Hesting, they said.
Yeah.
Brandon Wolf with the basketball with 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Back to Rothenberger for 3. No good.
They expand their lead to 12, 49-37 after 3 quarters of play. That will take a break and hear a word from our sponsors, Eagle Communications, Channel 20, SalinaPost.com, Scott Oshman and Dale Leach.
See American Family Insurance agent Scott Osherman for all of your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Osherman Agency in Minneapolis, proudly supporting the Lions.
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA, and 99 KG Country, is a proud sponsor of tonight's hometown coverage of Lions sports. Listen to the Lions sports on SalinaPost.com.
Your Toro dealer in Minneapolis and Salina is All Seasons Power and Equipment. See Ronnie Robbins and his crew for great pricing and service for both new and used equipment as they back the Minneapolis High School Lions. Well, welcome back for fourth quarter action. It's not, we're down, but not completely out of it yet.
No, we're not, Dale. 49-37. Beloit is a very solid basketball team. Minneapolis just have missed a few shots, but Beloit's hit some of theirs. But within 12 right here, Dale, start the fourth quarter.
3 team fouls each. It's no big advantage there either side.
Rothenberger back to Thomas. Thomas back to Wolf. Open 3. It's up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Jacob Johns. Jacob with a nice rebound back to Brandon Wolf. Back to Baker. Back to Thomas. Both teams cooled off from three-point range. There were 11 total three-pointers in the first half. And there's only, I think, been 1 here in the second half. Baker for 3. It's up, and it's no good. But Jacob Johns
has it blocked.
And Gavin Rothenberger comes away with it. Brandon Wolf for 3. Up, and it's good. Nice job by Brandon as he hits his 4th 3 of the night. Back it goes in the hands of Beloit. Beloit drives it in, kicks it back out on the outside to Cox. Cox will take the shot, no good. And
55 is going to have the foul, I believe.
Nice job by.
Maybe not. Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say that I would hope that they would not call in on Mikey Baker. So
His first, 4th team foul on the Beloit.
Trayvon Thomas comes out. McCulloch checks in. Ball goes.
He loses the ball under their basket.
And we steal it right back. Nice job by Gavin. As we gave them a gift and they gave it right back. Nice job by Gavin Rothenberger. McCulloch with the ball. Back it goes to Baker into Wolf for 3. It's up and it's good. Nice job by Brandon Wolf.
5 on the night.
Brandon with a big 3 right there. Timeout's going to be called. So 49-43, Minneapolis has creeped back into this. Down by 6 with 6:09 left to go in the ball game. Minneapolis within 6. You're listening to SlidingPost.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 20. We'll be back after this word.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
City Pharmacy in downtown Minneapolis is proud to support the Lions of Minneapolis High School. Come visit Joe and Amber Wool for your pharmaceutical and home health equipment needs, along with gifts and greeting cards. While you're here, be sure to pick up some free vitamins for all your young Lions. We promote healthy kids and families. Finger was too quick on the draw there. 6:09 to go. The Lions trail by 6, 49-43.
Welcome back as the ball goes down low to Budke in the paint. And great job. Oh, nearly had it. And Beloit still maintains it right there. Had a chance to get a turnover. 3-point shot up, and it's good by somebody new here.
Reams, isn't it?
No, number 32.
I didn't know if they just switched jerseys.
They must have switched jerseys.
Same
yeah,
guy.
They must have switched jerseys.
He's got a bloody chin. He apparently had blood on his shirt. He's got a bandage on his chin.
So must have right there. McCulloch with the basketball into Rothenberger. Gavin back to Baker. Baker back to Rothenberger. And can't get the shot in the paint. Rebounded by Beloit. So that's Reams got that off of one of his own players. I remember seeing that happen, thinking that's a hard hit, and one of his own guys did it.
Input pass to Budke gets turned over.
Back to Minneapolis. McCulloch for 3. Nope. And it's going to be out of bounds. It should be Minneapolis basketball.
Yep. Number 2. They are going to give that to Beloit, surely. 2's the last one to touch it, and he shoved Rothenberger out of the way to get there.
Minneapolis inbounds. So McCulloch inbounds. Get it into Wolf. Back to McCulloch. Back to Wolf. Back to McCulloch. McCulloch made to Rothenberger. They will kick it back out to McKinney. McKinney. Back to McCulloch, and he's going to turn the ball over.
John's come in for the freshman, who was playing a little indecisive there.
Ball goes back to Reams as he'll set this one up. Reams drives in the paint. Kicks it back out to number 11, Hesting. 3-point shot by Travis, up and good. So he hits his third one of the night.
55-43 Beloit.
Baker with the basketball. Crosses the timeline. Nice job by Mikey Baker. Back to Wolf. Timeout call by Minneapolis. So at the 4:06 mark, Beloit back to a 12-point lead, 55-43. We'll take a break. You're listening to SlidePost.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 20. We'll be right back.
The Lions of Minneapolis High School are supported by the Davidson Agency of Delphus, Minneapolis, and Bennington. They have provided hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for over 30 years for home, auto, small business, farm and crop, life and health coverage. Call them today.
For 100 years, a Schooler Company has been the expert in marketing your agricultural products. Call and find out how Schooler can help you manage risk and maximize rewards. And go Lions!
Welcome back to Beloit, Kansas. Dale H, myself, Scott Osherman. 55-43. Dale, we had it within 6 there for just a few minutes, and Beloit answers quickly with 2 big threes. And we're back to a 12-point ball game with 4:06 left to go. Jacob Johns, Mikey Baker, Gavin Rothenberger, Brandon Wolf, and Jace McKinney on the floor, the starters for the Lions. They get it into Rothenberger. Gavin back to Baker. Baker back to McKinney. McKinney on the outside, back to Rothenberger. He'll take the three, up and it's no good. Rebounded by Travis. Back the other direction to go. Back to Reams. Reams back in the corner to Hesting. Hesting back to Reams. Hesting in the corner. Down low to Budke. Up and good. Budke's size is deceiving, Dale. He's got a good jumping ability, and he can get up there, and shows it right there. Across the timeline back to Rothenberger. Gavin back to Jacob Johns. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Reams. Back to Budke. Back to Hesting. Back to Reams for three. Up and no good. Rebounded by Cox. Back to go. Reams on the outside. 3 minutes left to go in the ball game. Swing pass backward to Riemann. Riemann back to Budke. Back to Reams. Go down low to Riemann. Back on the outside to Travis for three. No good. Rebounded by McKinney. Mikey Baker for three. Nice shot.
Number 6. Score 57-46 Beloit. 2:35 to go in the game.
Mikey Baker with a big three right there. And
Reams
to
just get to the basket.
23rd point of the night for Reams.
His body can just go any and every direction under control
Yeah,
to get to the basket. And he just fouled there with no call.
Brandon Wolf on the outside. 2 minutes left. Mikey Baker into Brandon Wolf on the outside. Shot is up and good.
Number
Brandon
7.
Wolf. Nice shot by Brandon. Nope, just 6 for Brandon.
Oh, okay.
Six for Brandon. He hits a big three right there.
That's right. Yeah.
So, but a big shot right there. Within 10, 2:02 left to go. 59-49. We'll be back. You're listening to lineuppost.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 20. We'll be back.
American Family Insurance agent Scott Osherman for all of your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Osherman Agency in Minneapolis, proudly supporting the Lions.
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA, and 99 KG Country, is a proud sponsor of tonight's hometown coverage of Lions sports. Listen to the Lions sports on SalinaPost.com.
Welcome back to Beloit, Kansas. Dale Leach, myself, Scott Osherman, as the Minneapolis Lions trail by 10, but they're still fighting, Dale.
Yes, they are.
Ball goes into the hands of Reams to bring it down. Brandon Wolf with the defense. Nice hustle there. McCulloch almost with the steal. Reams back to Hesting. Hesting back to Travis. Nice defense by Minneapolis as Beloit just playing a little keep away there. Travis back to Reams.
Touchy foul on beat on.
His second personal foul, I think. No, just first.
4th team foul. 14 fouls each.
Mikey Baker and Jacob Johns checks in. Still got 3 fouls to put him at the line. Beloit gets ready to inbounds. They get it in, and Brubaker is going to foul. Nice hustle by Trent right there. His first personal. Trent and Trey, both sophomores, have done a nice job of stepping in and playing some good minutes this year, Dale.
Yes, they have.
Have done a nice job. Oh. Oh, my.
Trayvon Thomas with the foul. Foul number 6 on the Lions. 1:31 to go.
So Beloit will inbounds 1:31, as you said. 10-point difference here. And they're going to give the...
Wolf gets the foul.
So Brandon with his second personal. Probably put one of their better free throw shooters at the line, though.
But you know who they're going to... whose hands they're going to put the ball in.
Absolutely.
Rothenberger and McCulloch come in for Trayvon and Brubaker. 1-1 for Reams here.
And he makes the first one. Second shot coming here. Up, and it's good as well. Checking in for Beloit is number 55, Brandon Mason. And Beloit picks up full court press. Into Wolf. Back to Johns. And we turn the ball over.
We didn't get it to one of our better ball handlers. .118 to go. It's the 12-point lead again for the Trojans, 51-49.
Wow. Reams just goes right through traffic, Dale. That is amazing.
Rothenberger's going to foul him.
So Gavin will pick up number 3.
You don't see a guard like that very often.
No, you don't. As hard as it is for me to say that, he's tremendous ball handler, tremendous basketball player. So, and he will be at the line for trying for his 26th point.
8th team foul, 1-1.
Shot is up and good. Another shot coming here. Shot is up, and it is good as well. Makes them both. So 53-49, 108 left to go. Once again, they pick up a full court press. Get into McCulloch. Back to Rothenberger. Rothenberger crosses over, and he'll get fouled and go to the line.
Fouls on number 2.
So Gavin at the line for 2 shots. Shot is up and good.
Trayvon Thomas in for Johns. McKinney in for McCulloch.
Second one is up, and he makes them both.
Score 63-51, Beloit with 1 minute remaining.
Brubaker checks in for Baker. And they get it into Reams. Oh, great hustle there by Minneapolis with the hands to knock that one away.
And we take a timeout. with 50.9 seconds to go, trailing 63-51.
Nice job by the Lions.
McCulloch, Johns, and Baker going to come into the game. Take a break and hear a word from our sponsors. Your Toro dealer in Minneapolis and Salina is All Seasons Power and Equipment. See Ronnie Robbins and his crew for great pricing and service for both new and used equipment as they back the Minneapolis High School Lions.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
City Pharmacy in downtown Minneapolis is proud to support the Lions of Minneapolis High School. Come visit Joe and Amber Wool for your pharmaceutical and home health equipment needs, along with gifts and greeting cards. While you're here, be sure to pick up some free vitamins for all your young Lions. We promote healthy kids and families.
Welcome back to Beloit, Kansas. Dale Leach, myself, Scott Oshman. 50.9 seconds left, 63-51. Beloit with the lead, Minneapolis with the basketball. The inbounds.
We had too many men on the court
They
for
get
just
it
a
in.
second.
Gavin in the paint. Gets it back out to McCulloch. Into Rothenberger and
We lose it out of bounds.
goes out of bounds. So. Mikey Baker and Trayvon Thomas check in. Travis checks in for Beloit. Also Trent Brubaker. They will get it inbounds. Great hustle by Trayvon Thomas. They will get it into Reams. Great hustle there. It's tipped out of bounds. Trent Brubaker did a great job hustling after that as well as
laid out to keep that ball from getting to the intended recipient.
they will get it into Budke. Budke back to Reams.
30 seconds. Palm the ball, they say.
And that will turn it over back to Minneapolis. So
McCulloch and Johns come in for Brubaker and Thomas.
So Minneapolis to inbounds. Today's my daughter Saray's 7th birthday, Dale.
Oh, happy
So
birthday, Saray.
They would get it into, and we turn it over. Beloit comes away with it. Budke. 16 seconds left. They get it across. And they back it away. And there's going to be a jump ball. Nice job by Minneapolis. 6 seconds left.
Rothberger got in there to tie it up. Possession arrow to Beloit, unfortunately.
I like to see the hustle here.
Yep.
So. The fight. So but that's going to end it. So Beloit comes away with the victory. 63-51. So as both squads scoring 14 points in that quarter. Final score 63-51. We'll take a quick break. I'll get some stats and we'll be back with some closing comments. You're listening to SalinaPost.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 20. We'll be back. Welcome back to Beloit, Kansas. My Scott Osham and Dale Leach here as Minneapolis Lions fall short tonight to the Beloit Trojans by a score of 63-51. As Dale, you got music on there. Okay. As scoring-wise, we'll run through Beloit first real quick. Caden Cox with 5 points. Noah Smith with 3. Luke Hesting with 5. 9 by Taylor Travis. 14 by Hunter Budke. And 27 from Colson Reams. Colson ended up with 3 3-pointers for Beloit. they ended the night with 9 total three-pointers. For Minneapolis line, and they were 6 for 6 from the free throw line in the second half. So for Minneapolis, scoring-wise, Jacob Johns with a 3, Jace McKinney with 8, 14 by Mikey Baker, 9 by Gavin Rothenberger, and leading way Brandon Wolf was 6 3-pointers for 18 points. Mikey Baker had 4 3-pointers, and Jacob Johns had 1, so 11 3-pointers for both for Minneapolis. They were 3 for 5 from the free throw line, as Minneapolis comes away short tonight to the Beloit Trojans.
Well, you know, I didn't expect the guys to probably even get close tonight. I was surprised to see them ahead at one point, and what an outstanding shooting performance by my Brandon Wolf tonight. One of the better performances for three-point shooting in Minneapolis school history. The record is Drew Weedle with 9.
Quite a few years ago.
Yeah, the 8 is his cousin. I can't think of his first name off the top of my head now. That played a couple years after him, and then Brandon here was 6. I'm not sure if there's another guy with 6 or 7 in there, but that was one of the better shooting performances we've seen. And we had 11 three-pointers overall.
11 overall.
That's just an amazing thing.
So had some good things there. So,
yeah. Well, the girls and the guys go to Hoisington next week to start the Monday afternoon, the Hoisington Winter Jam. The girls at 3 o'clock, number 1 seed play the number 8 seed Ellenwood Eagles, and the guys at 4:45, number 5 seed take on the number 4 seed Victoria Knights. We need both squads to come out and see if they can to get some real good things going at this mid-season tournament. Get some momentum going for them as we get out of that and head into the final part of the regular season.
Yep.
Mike Perry and Dale Leach will be there for the Monday games is the plan, and we'll see what we can do the rest of the week after those games are over. We want to give a shout out to Dale Henderson, who had some extreme health problems today. I understand he's doing much better now. But Dale, our prayers are with you, and we wish the best for you.
Absolutely.
With that, we'll sign off until Monday. Thanks as always for having us in your home, folks, and enjoying Minneapolis High School sports. Dale Leach and
Scott Osherman
going to sign off. Good night, folks.
Good night.